Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome, and if you're an old watcher, welcome back. Today I'm showing you this finished book. I finished my first Derya. No, I'm not even going to try her last name. I will show you the full name is here. I'm not the only one with problems to announce her name. Maybe if I heard in real time, maybe in time I will learn to say it, but I'm not certain how to pronounce it. So I call it my first book of Derya. I hope I say that right. This is the second book. She has in total now, I think, 7 or 8 books. I collect them, and I know there is a new one out. That one I also put in my basket. So I'm gonna order it in the next couple of weeks. I think I'm waiting for some other books for pre-orders. So yeah. You will see it on my channel. That's not a video about it today. So this is number 2. And this is also the first book that I bought of her. And I really like it. This is the Coloring Chick coloring book number 2. Fantasy Fairy Portraits Grayscale. I think you can buy them also as line art. But I prefer the grayscale because I'm coloring with alcohol markers and you don't have to worry about shading. See, I already did it for you and that gives nice effect. I use different kinds of brands of alcohol markers and yeah, I had a lot of fun in this book. So let's flip through. Oh. What is the first page? Just an intro. I have a little bit of yellowing. Alright. Luckily for me, I didn't use this alcohol markers, not much. I only used it for the front page. I did the front page too with my nameplate. I really like the colors that I choose on this one. I use a little bit of glitter. I hope you can see it in the hearts. Otherwise, just alcohol markers. And here is some inspiration, some words. You have to pause it if you want to read it. I like that she has like this pictures. So if you want to see, this one is also in this coloring book, so you can use it as reference. But otherwise, you can just color your own thing. These are the pages that you can find in this book. This one is also in the book. The other things not, but they are very funny to look at. And then we start with the first page, and that is the Happy Dancing Fairy. I try to copy a little bit of the front page, but I did also my own thing on this page. I used glossy accent for the eyes and some sticklers for in the wings, and some other colors in her wings, and some metallic in the butterfly and the earrings. But otherwise it is just straight coloring with alcohol markers, and I like how it came out, the green, or mint green skin, and the dark purple, I think, or dark pink. Came out quite nice. I hope you can see the shininess on this page. And then I have this one called the Angel. I used some glitter gel pen in the wings of the duck and the fairy, and some eyeshadow I did in glitters. Otherwise it is just alcohol markers and some metallic here. I leave the doves, I think they call doves in English. I leave them white and the duck also white, so that I didn't color that. I think you can see the shinies in the wings. And I really like how this came out too, with her green eyes and orange hair. This was the last page that I did in this book, so this is from June, from this month. This is a honey sweet fairy. I colored her yellow because she's a honey fairy, and I used some terracotta in her hair, and I really like how the wings of the bees came out, and yes, her eyes too, and her skin too. I like the combination that I did. I think I could have chosen another color of flower for her dress, but it looks like nice. And I also try to use different kinds of color, using a lighter color than the hair in the wings, where the wings are over. Like it seems like they are translucent, and I like the effect. And you can see I use some clear jelly roll in the wings, and that gives a nice effect. I'm very happy with this page. Next one is this one. This is Garden Fairy. She calls. I use some glossy accent. I didn't use every time glossy accent in the eyes. It was just what speaks to me to do on this page. On this page I didn't do the background. Any other page I did. So she's a garden fairy, so I used a lot of green. And it was a little bit difficult if she were wearing a dress or not, but I made her naked and that she was covered with leaves. That was my interpretation of this page. And I gave some colors in the flowers and in her jewelry and in her eyeshadow, just to give it a little bit of color, more than green and brown. And I like how she came out. And in the butterfly I used only glitter gel pen. I'm not certain which brand. I have different kinds of glitter gel pen. I'm grabbing them whatever I have at hand, so I'm not certain which one it is. Then we have this one. I think this is one of the first pages that I colored in this book, and that was in August 2021. And I really like how this fairy also came out. She calls the Chick Fairy, and I really like how I did the glasses. And I used also some glitter in her eyeshadow, and there over I did the glossy accent, and it did work. It was the first time that I used that combination, and I was not certain if it would be, or that the glitter gel pen would smear out, and didn't happen. So I'm very happy. And I used some glitter in the ribbon, and in her wings I think I used the jelly roll. I now remember that I used the jelly roll because her glass is also from the jelly roll metallic, and I used the stardust. And I really like how this came out. Only the dress, I had some problem with alcohol marker, with smearing. But I know how to tackle it now. A little bit better. But she's nice. No, she's not the first one. She's the first video that I made. Oh well, doesn't matter. Steampunk Fairy. Oh, I have to say, some of them, you can find some videos on my YouTube channel how I color it. This is Steampunk Fairy. I colored her hair green. She calls for me green hair, and I use some wine red, I think, for the head, and use some glitter in her glasses. I didn't use any glossy accent on the glasses. No. And I did the background in a light color. I hope you see the glitter. Didn't use some glitter in her buttons. This one is one of my favorite. I like them all, but some of them have more wow, a little bit more wow factor, and this is one of them. Yeah, I really like her eyes, her skin, the color combination on this page. Everything came out perfect in my eyes, but it came out perfect. I really love this one. I use a little bit of glitter in the wings, just more for accent, but yeah, I really like how this came out. I tried to copy this one a little bit. She was a little bit of a example for me, but I gave my own twist, so you can see they don't like not a whole lot of the same. Yeah, really like this one. This one I made it more in her Red Riding Hood. She calls the Princess Fairy. Oh, I didn't say how this one. This is the Fairy Lake Fairy. And this is Princess V. And I made her a little bit like Riding Hood with her red cap. And I use only with some glitter in her bow. Otherwise, I didn't use any glitter or glossy accent. This one I like also too. This one came out also very beautiful. I already told you in the finished pages, but if you see this video for the first time, I wanted to use some glitter in the ribbon, but instead of that it was metallic. And I came when I was here, I think. I thought, it doesn't glitter, how can it be? And then I saw that it was metallic, but I like it, so I leave it. And I use also some silver metallic in the wings, and some glitter in the stars, and some metallic in her jewelry. But otherwise it is just alcohol markers. I find her quite cute with her cat. The cat came also beautiful out. I was not certain about the colors of her dress. I didn't know what to choose, so but it came out quite well. I knew I wanted to make her head brownish color, and the red nose of the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, so that I knew. And I went from there. And she calls Eve. This is Miss Little Steampunk. I knew I wanted to color her coat this color, and I went from there, and I thought the olive green had fit perfect with this color, and I gave her some greenish eyeshadow, and I used some glitter gel pen and also some metallic gold on her glasses, also on that glasses, but also for the owl, his glasses or her glasses. I'm not certain if this is a woman or a man, or both. You never know. Yes, and I use some glitter in the butterfly, or no, not the butterfly, fly, I think. I hope you can see. The metallic is what difficult to see, but I really like how this page came out too. Then we have the pretty girl. I wanted to use pink and yellow, so I went with 3 different kinds of pink: a darker pink, a middle pink, and light pink. And yeah, I did it. And I used some glitter in her heart jewelry, and some glitter in the flowers, but otherwise it's just alcohol markers. And I really like how this came out too. I like the combination of yellow and pink, but I also like the orange in this combination too. And I didn't want to use any blue or purple. That's why I choose the pink, the orange. This is the Magic Fairy. I used on this page some glitter gel pen, some glossy accent, also in the bottle. I really like how that came out too. And I wanted to use different kinds of yellow orangey colors. These are some colors you don't see in every alcohol marker set, and I wanted to use them on this page, and it came out quite beautiful. I'm gonna show you if you can see the glossy accent and the glitters. And it was also the first time that I did glossy accent on the bottles, and it came out quite nice. I'm gonna do that more often. What can I say more? Oh, nothing more. This is called Magic Fairy. This is the V Rapunzel, and I didn't do anything similar like Rapunzel. I knew I wanted to color her hair green because she has an what do they call, a chameleon? I'm not certain if that is the English word, but this animal blends in with the colors they are on it. So I wanted to use the green, and that this one is turning also in this green. It's not quite there, but and I really like how this came out too. A little bit of glitter in the wings and also in the chameleon, a little bit. I hope you can see it. But I read later that it is Rapunzel. Yeah, it's totally different. This was the littlest V, and I used purple and pink and green in combination, and just some glitter in her star, and in her wings I used some glitter. I think I could this one do a little bit better, but she's not. I like her too, but not a little bit least. This one I also like. I use glossy accent, also we're again on the bottle, and I used some glitter in the water and in her earrings, in her feather, and I also use some glossy accent on the monkey and her eyes, and on the parrot eyes. I had a lot of fun in this book. Oh, this book too, but on this page too. I was a little bit afraid to touch this page, but suddenly I had a lot of the ideas on this page, and so I went on it, and it finished. Quite nice. And how's she called? Her name is Pirate Sugar. This is Elf, Frog and Snail. I like this page too. I didn't color her skin. This is how Dorsia had printed it out on this paper, and I leave it. I was debating about it, what color, what I give her skin, and how more I think about it, I thought I leave it this color. I like how it looks, and I didn't want to ruin that with a skin tone that is not totally what I want. So I really like it. And I use some glitter in the bubbles and some metallic in her face. If you can see it, I hope you can see it a little bit. And then have the leaf fairy. In this page I could have chosen another kind of skin tone or another kind of color of hair. That's not my favorite. And I use some glitter in her circle. On this paper the glitter dries a little bit, takes a longer time to dry, and that is also you see some smearing. I think it is dry, but it isn't if you go over it, so you have to let it dry or do it at the last time, lasting on your page. But if you do it in between, like I do, because sometimes I'm stuck and I know I want to use that glitter, then I use that glitter first. But now I leave the page aside and let it dry good, and then color further. It works. This is the April, and I think this is one of the first pages I colored. I have another one. This is April. I already told you. I gave her a darker skin tone and a darker eye, and I used some clear jelly roll in her wings. I can see it on the golden resident that I know that's clear, the clear jelly roll. And metallic silver I used on this page. The dress came not out in the way I wanted it to come out, but that's okay. I hope you can see the glitter and the metallic a little bit. Then I have a little fairy with the ladybug. From her I only think the skin I had to do better, but I know what to do now to make it a little bit less streaky, but I didn't know it then. And some of my alcohol markers do it more than others. It's the paper. It is yeah. The colors comes also sometimes lighter out than in other coloring books. That is something you have to know about it. I use some glitter in her wings, and yeah, I really like it. I like the purple with the dark purple. This is also little fairy, little V. I made her blue. I did some different kinds of skin tones in this book because they are fairies, and fairies in my fantasy can be in different kinds of colors. So I did, and I wanted a combination of the pink. So I did with lighter pink of eyes. I did some eyeshadow and some glitter in the bumblebee wings, and I used some metallic for the ant. Yeah, ant. And I think I could have chosen another color of blue, but otherwise I really like how it came out. And her dress, I could have picked another color. Then we go to the angel hug. I think she colored this for Australian this time, with the bad fires there. And yeah, I gave her a dress red color because of the hearts in it, and yeah, I didn't want to color it light. I wanted to give it some color. And I used some glitter in the wings. Yeah. This is the color rest. I wanted to use some darker skin tone, and I wanted to use some lighter color of eyes, and they do match very beautiful with the black hair. For black hair I use mostly a dark gray alcohol marker, and then the black of the artist will come out, so it looks like more like hair than one a black something. I cannot find the word, sorry. I use metallic gold on this page, and I use some glitter in the circle. I use the glitter, but otherwise it is just mostly alcohol markers. Yes, in the buttons in her hair I use also some glitter. I was debating for a long time what for color dress I wanted to give, because I already did, and I didn't want to use green, and I think this color looks very nice with the dark red. Sweetheart, she's the first one that I colored. And I really like how she came out with her light blue eyes, her hair, and her dress in light pink, and her coat in green color. The combination of this looks so very nice. And I used some glitter on this page too. Yeah, I'm very proud of this page too. Even if it is a year ago, I'm still in love with this page. Maybe I could have used some glossy accent, but hey. This is the Glam Fairy, and I had a little boo-boo with my alcohol marker. Sometimes when you get the cap off, don't do it above the page. They splatter sometimes if they are very juicy. That's a good thing also, but sometimes not. I really like how this page came out too, but the only thing I think I could have chosen the other kind of blue color. It is too dark for my taste. But if you started with it, you have to finish it with it. And this was also a page where I was stuck on it. I didn't know which colors I wanted to use on this page. Mostly I do know, but sometimes I'm stuck. Then we have the party girl. I colored this in May, because in May it was my birthday, and I colored this on my birthday. She looks a little bit about me. I have this kind of hair. I have red blondish hair, and I have blue eyes. And yeah. And I use some metallic. No, I only use glitter on this page. If you can see it, I use quite a lot. In the stars I used yellow glitter, and also in her dress also I use glitter. And yeah, really like how this came out. Then this book was already finished. There are 24 pages. 25 or 24? I'm not certain anymore. I'm gonna check. Yeah, 25 pages in this book. And this is the back side. You can find here the pages that you can find in this book. So I had a lot of fun. Thank you, Darcy, for making this beautiful coloring book. The other coloring books are all beautiful too. So I can start in the other books now, because I finished this. What else can I say? I had a lot of fun coloring in this book. I did almost a year for finishing this book. Yes. And this book is also for the 10 books to finish this year. So that's nice. I want to thank you for watching my video, and I want to wish you a nice day or evening whenever you watch this video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and then I will see you in the next video of mine. Bye bye!